Hi guys. So, it's been an interesting week. Help me. Help me. My son has been home all week sick. Apparently it started at his dad's last weekend, and yeah. So that was Saturday. Apparently it started with a fever, and it's like a cold and a fever. And it is now Thursday. His fever broke about Tuesday or so, but he's still home. And this morning, my daughter came downstairs and said, "Yeah, Mommy, I'm sick too." And you can see it in like under her eyes and everything. I'm seeing now in the lighting here too that I've got bags under my eyes. So help me, help me. So far, knock on wood, knock on wood. Okay. I don't have it, but I swear I can see the germs. They're surrounding us. I swear. And I hope that I can get through this weekend because the kids are home this weekend, both the kids, and yeah, then I can be sick when they get to go back to school. But hopefully not. So, and unfortunately the weather is not really cooperating with me. It's, I think, -15 or something like that outside. And it's about -7,000 with the wind chill. So we're really, really, really cold here. And so that means that I can't just like open all the windows and get fresh air going through the house, but I may just need to suck it up and do that at some point. But I think my son is almost done. Like, he may actually be able to go back to school tomorrow. I'm not sure. Because I think he's getting a little restless too. I am not a homebody. Like, I need to get out of this house. But I have done a lot in the house this week. I finished my linen closet. It even has labels. I'm so excited. So stay tuned for that video. I did my jewelry, which I've already posted that video for it. I've redone my pantry, if you can call it that. It's basically a bookshelf in our kitchen, but I don't have a pantry. So stay tuned for that video as well. Like, it's amazing what you get done around the house when you can't leave. But it has also been interesting in that last night, I think that I actually missed my first class since returning to school 3 years ago at college. As you know, if you follow my channel, my son goes to his dad's on Wednesdays overnights. My daughter has chosen to stay home since November. So usually what happens on Wednesdays is I drop him off at his dad's, and then I drop my daughter off at my boyfriend's, and then I head off to college. Last night, I tried driving my son to his dad's, and he decided to jump out of the car again. We're back to that. Up until now, there's been like 1 or 2 places, if we're going there, then he's okay. He doesn't jump out of the car. It's fine. And his dad's was one of those safe places to arrive kind of thing to go to. But I think with being sick and, you know, he just wanted to stay home and everything. But then we finally got him to his dad's. I had to get my daughter to call my boyfriend, because he actually only lives a few blocks away from us, to come over and help me get my son back in the car, because I physically can't lift him anymore. Right? Like, he's over 100 pounds, and then there's autism strength on top of it. So he came over and helped pick him up and got him physically back into the car. Excuse me. And then he sat in the back seat with my son for the drive to their dad's. And I mean, it's not a long drive. We live like 15 blocks away from each other or something. So Anyway, we got out of the car, or I tried getting him out of the car, and I just would open the door, and he's like, no, daddy, please, no, please, daddy. He just did not want to go in. Finally, he kind of seemed to calm down and got out of the car, and then he had a big tantrum. I wouldn't say that it was a meltdown. It was a tantrum about basically not wanting to go to his dad's and wanting to go back home. So I think it was just, he was sick. He didn't want to go anywhere other than being home with, his stuff that's here. And, nobody wants to go anywhere when they're sick. So we were outside on the sidewalk, because then he's like flopped down on the sidewalk and freaking out and, hitting and just, again, autism strength. And I'm trying to keep him safe and also keep him off of the very cold sidewalk. And unfortunately, his dad just kind of stood there and literally said, I hear you. Not helpful. Anyway, so once I said, fine, I'll skip class, I'll go home. He came home. My daughter, understandably, is all upset because my son's upset, and really, I don't know, because they're twins, I don't know how much of it she actually feels as well. So she asked if she could go over to my boyfriend's for a little bit to just kind of decompress. So she went there for a couple hours and frankly played on the computer, but that's fine. She just needed, I think, to kind of not be around. And then she came back home, and my son was fine once we got, well, I wouldn't say fine. He was stimming a lot. He was running around a lot, but inside the house, and it was manageable. But I felt horrible about missing class, so I'm like, last night's class is called Group Dynamics, and we've actually been assigned to groups that we have to work with, and both every week, and then also for our final assignment. And so I'm, emailing them, Facebooking my group mates, and I'm texting my instructor, and all this kind of stuff to say, here's the situation, I won't be there, I feel horrible. And it wasn't until later that I realized that I think that was the first class in the 3 years that I've been back at college that I've actually missed. I don't think I've missed any classes. So now this morning my daughter woke up and she's sick as well. And so I don't know if I'm going to make it to my other class tonight. It is the same professor. So she will be totally understanding. And she was so good last night. She's like, don't worry about it. Just, everything's fine. But I was one of those, goody two-shoes back in school where I didn't skip class. I never missed class. Yeah. So I'm not doing well with having missed class last night. But thank goodness for, I keep getting, and I keep sharing with you guys that it definitely takes a village to raise children, and especially if you're a single mom. Like, my neighbor this morning, her kids obviously get sick as well, but they're not sick at the moment, so she actually picked up a Tim Hortons. Hold on, where's the logo? There we go, Tim Hortons, but right now it's Roll Up the Rim. So she actually picked up a Tim Hortons for me this morning on her way back from dropping her son off, which was so nice of her to just, that it's that little stuff, right? But of course, both my kids are home on one of the days where I have scheduled one of the 2 monthly support group meetings that I facilitate in town for parents of kids with special needs. One of them has canceled because their son is sick, but people are still going. So thank goodness for my boyfriend. He is going to brave the germs that are currently in this house and come over and watch the kids for me to go and facilitate this support group. It seems like almost every other month with this one at this location. It's actually at my old former placement that one of the kids is always sick. So anyway, thank goodness for the 2 of them. One, I got tea this morning. Because of course I made my own tea at home, but it gets cold, and you know, this has a lid on it, so it stays kind of lukewarm. Anyway, and then my boyfriend coming in this afternoon to watch the kids. But I have class tonight with my other class. It's called Methods of Intervention. And yeah, so usually my biological dad comes in and watches the kids, and then he gets grandpa time with the kids and everything. So I've texted him to ask if he's willing to still, as well, brave the germs and come into the house. I mean, I've been Lysoling everything, and with my son starting to get better, I think I'm going to wash his bedding today, to kind of get the ick out of there. And then once my daughter starts to feel better, then I will wash her bedding as well. So I'm just waiting to hear back from him, because he actually just got over a cold that stuck around. Right now, the colds seem to be sticking around. So we'll see if he's willing to brave it. And also I'll see how my kids are doing later today. I think my son he's getting better, but he's going a little stir crazy. So his behavior may not be conducive to me actually leaving the house. Or leaving the house again after my support group meeting. So we'll see. I really, really enjoy the content and the information in this class in particular. So I hope that I don't have to miss it, but if I do, then I do. So anyway, I'm feeling kind of a little rambly, but you know what? I've been stuck in the house since Monday. So I do have some videos coming up, because, you know, what else am I going to do while I'm here? But leave in the comments below and let me know what other videos you want me to do. If you have any questions you want me to answer. Somebody did ask a question related to autism in the comment section of another video of mine, so I will film that as well. Or at least my thoughts related to the question. But you know what? I think it's just I'm running out of things, because I'm trying to stay away from the germs, because I can see them anywhere. So, you know, leave in the comments below topics that you want me to do videos about, because I'm going a little crazy. Yeah, help me. Help me! There's too many germs. They're everywhere. And Lysol is doing a good job killing them, but they're everywhere. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe while you're down there as well, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye!